Okay, hello everyone, I'm in the sandpit. I thought today would be really good fun to have a go at making a wormery. So what you'll need is a normal 2 litre clear plastic bottle, and all I've done is I've just taken my scissors and I've chopped off the top, so I'm just left with this section at the bottom, nice and clear. It's a good idea, because it's a bit sharp at the top there, just to cover any jagged edges with a little bit of tape, just so that the children don't cut themselves. Okay, I'll just get that round there, and a little bit more on this side. Okay, alright, so now I've got a nice safe top to my bottle. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to fill up the bottle with layers of soil, then some sand, then some soil, and then some sand. So I've got some nice soil here that I dug up from our garden. Okay, and we want a layer of about 5 centimetres. So I've got my ruler here. This is a nice little bit of measuring that the children can try. And if I put my ruler at the bottom, I can see that that's about 4. So I'm just going to pop a little bit more in. Okay, try again. Yeah, about 5. And the soil needs to be moist, but not very, very wet. So just a little bit of water in there. Give it a little mix around. Okay, and then we're going to do exactly the same with some sand. So I'm going to get some sand in there, and again I want about 5 centimetres. Encourage the children to get the ruler out again and have a go at measuring, identifying number 5. Okay, not too bad. I'm going to keep going. More soil. More soil. Making a really nice pattern. Perfect. I'm just going to pop a little bit more water in there just to make sure. And finish off with a little layer of sand. What I need to make sure I do is leave enough space at the top, because the very last thing that you're going to put in your wormery is some old bits and bobs of fruit and vegetables. So I've got some really slimy bananas. I'm just going to pop on the top some grapes and some cucumbers. The grapes have gone nice and mushy now, so I don't want them. So I'm just going to fill the space at the top of my wormery with those odds and ends of fruit that didn't get eaten. Okay, so I've got there just some bits and bobs of fruit at the top of my wormery. I'll pop that down there. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is to take your a bit of cling film. Now I didn't have any cling film, so I'm improvising, and I'm going to use a carrier bag, and I'm going to pop that over the top. But we need our worms to be able to breathe, so I'm just going to make a few little holes in the top there, like so. Okay, actually I shouldn't be putting that on yet, because I've forgotten something very, very important. I've forgotten my worms, and I've already been out in the garden having a little dig. So you can see here, look. Ah, lovely. Pop them in the top there, and there's another one in the top there, and I've got a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a very tiny little one here. I'm going to pop him in as well. So 5 worms have gone into my wormery. There they are. About to have a lovely treat of delicious, yucky, rotten vegetables and fruits. So then I get my piece of cling film or a carrier bag, nice clear one, and I make sure that I've got my holes in the top so that the worms can breathe. And I'm going to take an elastic band, and I'm just going to wrap it around the top of my bottle to keep that top on there nice and safely. Okay, so the last thing you need to do is to get some black bin bag, a little bit of black bin liner. Okay, and because the worms like the dark, we need to make sure that we are protecting them from the light outside by wrapping our black bag and pegging it into place here and here. Okay, so the reason we've pegged it and we haven't taped it is so that we can take it off. And every day have a little investigate to see what's happened to the layers in your sand and soil. Okay, you'll hopefully see that the worms have started to eat the fruit and vegetables that you've put at the top, and maybe even they've started bringing them down into the soil, and what you'll hopefully see is some little trails where the sand and the soil have mixed, and that will be how you know where your worms have gone. Okay, you'll start to see little pathways that they've made through the soil. So have lots of fun watching your worms. See how long it takes them to get through all the food that you've put at the top of your wormery. When you're all done and all your sand and your soil is mixed up and the worms have done their job there, you can just empty it out into your own garden, put it around some lovely flowers, and this soil, this compost, will do your garden the world of good. Okay? Have fun making your wormery and watching your worms. Bye bye.